Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see about electrodynamic wattmeter. So, in addition to measuring current and voltage, electrodynamic instruments also measure the power in the circuit. The electrodynamic instruments may be used for both DC and AC power measurement for any voltage and current waveform, not only sinusoidal waveform. Okay. That means electrodynamic instruments are used for voltage, current as well as power measurement in a circuit, and these instruments are used for DC as well as AC power measurement for any type of waveform. Okay. In this video, we are going to see arrangement of electrodynamic wattmeters, then wattmeter connection and scale, then errors and their compensation in wattmeter. So we will see one by one these contents. So first, arrangement of electrodynamic wattmeter. So as we have discussed, it is used for DC and AC power measurement. The fixed and movable coils in dynamometer, voltmeters and ammeters are connected in series so as to measure the effect of current square. The figure on the screen is about the configuration of electrodynamic wattmeter. The fixed coil, also known as field coil, here it is written. Field coil is also called as a fixed coil, is called as a field coil. Okay, and it is divided into two parts which are connected in series with the load to carry the current in circuit. Okay, so here these coils are also known as a current coils or simply CC. Okay, fixed coil is also known as field coil and it is divided in two parts which are connected in series with the load to carry the current in circuit, and these coil also called as a current coils or simply CC. Then in figure you can see current coil CC here and another current coil is given here. So these two coils, if we trace this circuit, so these two current coils are in series with the load and that terminal is connected again to the supply. So here this current coil, you can see this current coil and here another current coil. That means A to point B, two current coils are connected in series. We can see from A terminal to B terminal. Okay. Then the fixed coils are used as current coils because they can be made more massive. They are wound with heavy wires. The wires could be laminated or stranded to avoid the eddy current losses in conductors while carrying the heavy currents. The movable coil is used to carry a current proportional to the applied voltage by connecting it across the voltage that is in parallel with the load. It is located in the magnetic field of fixed coils. To limit the value of current in the movable coil, a high non-inductive resistance is connected in series with it. Therefore, the movable coil is also known as pressure coil or voltage coil or potential coil or simply PC of the wattmeter, since it carries current proportional to the voltage. The movable coil is controlled by spring control and it is mounted on a pivoted spindle. Small current is carried by this coil without any healing. The current is limited to 100 milliampere as a series resistance is used with voltage circuit. The fixed and movable coils both are air cooled. The damping used is air friction damping, and the moving system carries a light aluminum vane that moves in a sector shaped box. The reading errors due to parallax can be removed by using mirror type scales and knife edge pointers. Here you can, in this diagram you can see the potential coil PC, and this coil is in parallel with load. Okay, this is the potential coil. Now we know that the instantaneous torque of an electrodynamic instrument is given by the relation Ti equals to Ifc into Imc dm by d theta. Okay, this is equation of instantaneous torque of electrodynamic instrument. So here Ifc is instantaneous value of current flowing through the fixed coil. Okay, Fc is for fixed coil and Imc is instantaneous value of current flowing through the movable coil. Okay, Fc is for fixed coil, Mc is for movable coil. Here Ifc equals to Ic and Imc equals to Ip. If we see the figure, here the current flowing through potential coil, that is given as a Ip, and current flowing through this current coil is given as Ic. So that's why in the torque equation we have to substitute Ifc equals to Ic, that is fixed coil current, and Imc equals to Ip. Okay, that is current flowing through movable coil. Okay, that is Ip. Thus the expression for instantaneous torque can be written as Ic Ip dm by d theta. Now let the RMS value of current and voltage to be measured be denoted by I and V respectively. We may write as V equals to Vp upon root 2 sin omega t. Okay, Vp upon root 2 sine omega t, where Vp is the voltage across potential coil. Since a very high resistance is connected in series with the pressure coil, it can be considered as purely resistive, yielding in phase current and voltage. Hence, here the equation is given as Ip equals to Vp upon Rp. So, the value of Vp we can write from this expression, that is root 2 sin omega t into V, okay, upon Rp. So Rp is the resistance of pressure coil circuit. Let the RMS value of current in pressure coil circuit be denoted by Ip such that Ip equals to V upon Rp. Similarly, here so if we substitute the equation 4 into equation 3, here Ip equals to V upon Rp, this equation is 4. If we substitute in this equation, which is equation number 3, if we substitute this instead of Ip, then we will get root 2 Ip sin omega t. So we will get this equation root 2 Ip sin omega t. Then if voltage in current coil lags the current by phase angle of phi, then the instantaneous current through the current coil is given as Ic equals to root 2 I sin omega t minus phi. Okay, phi is phase angle. Substituting the values from equation 5 and 6, this one 5 and 6, that means value of Ip and Ic. If you substitute these values in equation number 1, so we will go to equation number 1. In equation number 1, the torque equation is given, that is Ti equals to Ic Ip dm by d theta. Okay, this is equation number 1. So we will substitute the values of Ic and Ip, that is from equation 5 and equation 6. We will get torque as a Ti equals to value of Ic, then value of Ip. Okay, this Ic is here and Ip is here. So value of Ic is root 2 I omega t minus phi into Ip is root 2 Ip sin omega t dm by d theta. So finally we will get the torque equation as a instantaneous torque equation 2 Ip into I sin omega t minus phi dm by d theta, or we can write Ipi cos phi minus cos 2 omega t minus phi dm by d theta. So here the equation contains term 2 omega t, where in the equation here 2 omega t, which shows that a power component varies in accordance to twice the frequency of voltage and current. Now average deflecting torque is given as Td equals to 1 by T integration 0 to T Ti d omega t. So if we substitute values of Ti from equation 7, we get this one. Td equals to 1 by T integration 0 to T, and here instead of Ti we have substituted the value of Ti, that is Ipi cos phi minus cos 2 omega t minus phi dm by d theta d omega t. Okay, after solving we will get Td equals to Ipi cos phi dm by d theta, that is Vi upon Rp cos phi dm by d theta. So we will get this one. Also we know that controlling torque is given as Tc equals to k theta. K theta equals to Ip I cos phi dm by d theta. Hence deflection theta is obtained by theta equals to here Ipi cos phi k dm by d theta upon k, and that is nothing but Vi cos phi dm by d theta Rp into k, or simply we can write theta equals to k1 Vi k1 Vi cos phi dm by d theta. This is for theta, where k1 equals to this k1 is 1 upon Rp into k. Okay, here we can see k1 is 1 upon Rp into k. Let P is the power being measured. So here we are having value of theta, that is k1p dm by d theta, where P equals to, where this power P equals to Vi cos phi, and cos phi is the power factor. Okay, the significance of power factor is, in this expression implies that power measurements a wattmeter must be used rather than voltmeter and ammeter, since there is no power factor term in the expression of ammeter and voltmeter. Here the circuit, your maybe now it is on your screen. The circuit can be modified to a simpler form by using single coil to represent two field coils connected in series as shown in the figure. So in first figure there were two field coils connected in series, but here series connected field coils, that two series connected field coils combined together. Here it is noted that okay, this one is in series with load, and the moving coil or pressure coil is in parallel with load. Okay, so here it is noted that the electrodynamic wattmeter measures the true power of a circuit. The wattmeter discussed, that is electrodynamic wattmeter, is used for the single phase power measurements. Okay, so we have seen electrodynamic wattmeter. Okay, electrodynamic instruments, we know that electrodynamic instruments we have seen in chapter 1. So electrodynamic instruments are used for measurement of current, voltage as well as power. It can measure AC as well as DC measurements for any type of waveform. Okay, so in this video we have seen arrangement of coils, that is fixed and movable, or we can say current and potential coil or voltage coil in electrodynamic wattmeter, and expression of torque, power we have seen, as well as we have seen simplified arrangement of electrodynamic wattmeter. So in next video we will see the wattmeter connection as well as errors related to this wattmeter. Thank you for watching this video.